I'll be the main controller.
All right. Hello,
everyone.
Hell yeah. Sync. Go on.
I'm Trace. This is Derek with UT Arlington versus Grand Valley Overwatch NACE Varsity Premier. And we're ready to win. This is the first game of the season. Looks like we're going to be running out on a Sigma comp. You know, Buckles has been taking a lot of inspiration from his true icon,
Sigma.
his true passion,
His true Sigma.
me. And let's get right into it. All right. Looks like Grand Valley is going to be coming out on the Ball Vendetta comp. Very mobile comp. We're going to have to play very careful, but Spare with a great pick on Lucio. Yeah, you can actually control it. You're closer.
Okay.
Now I'm liking what I'm seeing here with the off angle from Johnny and Joseph here. Sorry, Jupiter and Pit-Pat. You know, the Wu Yang hit scan combo can be so devastating at a distance.
Yeah, because you can just like control balls around corners, and then the enemies can't really hide. They either peek out and get shot down by Pit-Pat. Oh, Rex is dead.
Rex is down.
But thankfully he's an enemy, and that's okay.
And you know, also with the boop that Wu Yang can provide with that wave, it can you know, it's not much of a boop. It's not comparable exactly to Lucio or Brig boop, but it can provide the boost of healing and the slight CC that could save your life.
Now we're gonna see it. Oh,
very aggressive angle from Jupiter. Looks like they're gonna get pushed by a ball and a Vendetta. I really hope that we can see the rest of UTA pull up to help them with this very aggressive push. And there we saw the wave helped a lot, but not enough to save Jupiter.
Oh.
With a great trade though coming from Buckle onto the enemy Moira.
No.
I would have liked to see that trade happen a little bit faster though.
I still want to know, we do have the points in control, and that's kind of what all that matters. The Vendetta barely makes out.
Pit-Pat does fall. It looks like we're gonna see UTA kite back, letting GVSU cap the point, but not without UTA trying to claim it right back. The ball is gonna try and get this last minute touch in.
Buckles just contesting or sleeping.
Yep. The ball is contesting point. I'd like to see a little bit more pressure on him. We need to get this cap back, and Buckle falls off the map, but he hits the flux to save himself. Hitting the Sojourn and the Kiriko. What a fantastic save. You know, would have liked to see him not get booped off the map, but that's okay. You gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe he wanted the style points.
And he forced his hand to ult. And that's how they get the flip back, that 5v3. There's no sound in this either. Very scuffed, but that's okay.
The enemy team, GVSU, is coming up on a lot of ults. It looks like Vendetta's not getting too much done right now. So we won't have to wait too long. Spare's in a very aggro position. Hopefully he can make it out in time. He cannot. Dies to the skill orb of Moira. We're going to need to see a good kite back from UTA, which we're not seeing. Resident Sleeper falls while the ball pushes in on Pit-Pat. And the Vendetta comes in too. Seeing a good stall coming in. And 86% for UTA. Not too bad. Approaching one fight territory.
And look at all these ults. We have 4
ults to basically 4 ults as well. You know, I'd like to see possibly walk in with a Juno ult if they're close. If not, I think a combo Blade and Wu Yang ult could look very good here. Here comes the Blade. No Wu Yang ult just yet. The Cold to come out with it. We have a Bob coming out. We have the Wu Yang ult come out. The Bob is in a very iffy position, I must say so. But great kills from UTA as we cap the point.
Yeah, but I want to note that the enemies. They do have more ults now. 2-1. One of ooh, nice stagger.
Great stagger onto the enemy Vendetta, but you were right. We used 3 ults while the enemy team used 1. An aggressive beat coming out from GVSU. We have the orbital ray coming onto point with the enemy Lucio falling, the Soj falling. Ball's 1. Moira's dead.
Yeah, and I want to note that Vendetta. It was very important that they got the stagger out because now she can't even come back and fight with her ult.
Yep.
The big old slamming blade.
I believe they call that an AKM blade. And you know, it's still a blade.
That is true.
Just a different kind.
That is true. An Italian blade at that.
A great showing from UTA for this first point. It looks like they are doing a good job of rotating around for this, you know, like we said at the beginning, a very mobile comp from GSVU, which we actually do need to change. Oh, Pete. We need to change the orientation of our names.
Yes. Oh.
There we go.
Oh, and we're back. We're pausing.
Bro, they call for pause and they're hosting. Classic North American host. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, they're running a very mobile comp with the Vendetta Ball Lucio. but I think UTA is doing a good job of walking around. Maybe they could be a little bit faster about kiting and kind of squishing them when they do, but most of the time I think they're doing a very good job. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so as well. Dale, rotations could use a bit of work, like you said, but I want something that the viewers should know is that we do have a few new faces on the squad.
We do.
Yeah, so Spare and Sleeper, they're a bit of new pickups. Trace, could you tell me a bit about them?
Yep. So over the winter break, like you said, we gained those two. Spare is a Grandmaster level support. I've actually was friends with him in game before joining the team. One day he messaged me, says, "Hey, Trace, do you play for UTA?" And I was like, "Yeah." Why? He goes, "I go there." And I'm like, "Why aren't you on the team?
That's a bit specific.
You're a good support."
Wait, how do you find out? That's so specific.
I have no idea. But he just messaged me. So he tried out. We liked what we saw. His Juno's very good. His Kiriko, likes to play Mercy Lifeweaver sometimes. I don't know about that one. But very good. And then with Resident Sleeper, he's kind of a jack of all trades as we've seen on damage. He can play the Genji, the Tracer. He says he's going to lock in on learning Vendetta in his downtime, so I'd like to see more of that come out soon. Not sure if we're going to see much of that, considering Buckle is on the Sigma. Normally we see that on a Zarya comp.
Yeah, it's not like we really need Vendetta anyways.
Exactly.
Oh, they pulled out the sim, but they're actually sticking it. Oh, no, they're not. They just didn't TP.
I guess we couldn't decide if we wanted to TP or not. As you're coming in, Vendetta's doing a very aggressive push. I like this. It could be a big slam in the back.
And it is!
Hits the Genji, but good deflect from Resident Sleeper. Buckle misses the ball. He is out. Very aggressive position. I'd like to see a save here. This is good. The GVSU did not follow up as well as they could have on that great boop on Buckle's Sigma. As we can see here, UTA is taking a very aggressive angle. I like this. GSVU is on the back foot right now. Can't find a great position. Vendetta's coming in very aggressive, but coming in from such an obvious angle as UTA was able to kite away from it pretty easily. Pit-Pat finding a great pick onto the Lucio and the Vendetta. Sadly, Joseph does fall, but not without the 2 picks coming from the enemy team first, and the cap.
Yeah, and I want to note that Joseph did get the first blood of that fight, which helped it really shattered GVSU's whole defense, their whole routing and everything like that, because I believe it was onto... I would say Lucio, I'd say, and actually they just immediately swapped Vendetta over to Genji now.
I think that's a good idea. Like we saw in the first round, wasn't getting that much done on the Vendetta. It's pretty hard comp to dive, honestly, with the Wu Ying Juno. The Cass can roll away, the Genji can dash out. Very hard to find a pick there. So I think the Genji swap is pretty good for them.
I agree. Now I do know there's a high noon into play. I don't think anything is going to be used for that. But
Buckle finding a great pick on the enemy Sojourn. Don't know even where that came from.
He's just
Joseph
out there
does
alone.
fall again, though.
Buckle's just out alone. He just killed 2. I think it's just a 3rd, something like that. And is he about to get this?
Oh, just barely can't make the Lucio kill. But that's fine. We see this ball flanking in the top left. Can he find a possible pick onto Spare? The enemy Genji finds a pick on Pit-Pat.
This fight is taking a while.
It is taking a while. Luckily, the slam from ball did not connect on a Spare. Pretty iffy Juno ult in the 3v1 situation just against the ball. Have to say, didn't like it, but I don't think it's going to matter too much coming up. We have the Flux, we have a Wu Ying ult coming up pretty fast on the Genji Blade.
Yeah, I would say Buckles, he has a 100% Flux hit rate,
True. Can't say that about other Sigmas that have played for this school. But it's a nice change of pace, honestly.
Oh, whoa,
Joseph dying first again.
But on an instant trade onto the tank.
I think, UTA is doing a great job of finding these picks and continuing the 100% Flux hit rate onto the enemy Sojourn.
But that beam was...
Will they die? No, the beam's keeping them up, and they managed to cap. I think UTA is going to kite out here. Joseph needs to play a little safer. I know that he is the most diveable target, but maybe playing a little bit safer. Big slam possibly from the ball.
Nope.
Does not connect. This is good. Buckle is out very aggressively right now.
But he gets bubbled.
He gets bubbled. Can he walk in time? The Lucio's 1. Dies to the ult. Great job. Sadly, Spare does die to the Sojourn ult, but not without the Sojourn also dying for it.
And now, but hold on. It's just a 3v2. But it is a big
Sleeper does die. Can Pip-Pat find the connection? He can. Buckle clears the mines on point with shield. I think it is just the ball.
Lucio's about to come in, but this ball should be able to die soon. The beat does not get the ball, but
Buckle
the ball
dies. I think GVSU is gonna take this point for now. But the ball dies to Johnny, to Pip-Pat. Can Pip-Pat recover this? He has 2 supports pocketing him right now. Can they 2v3 this? Let's get a Pip-Pat POV going.
There's no function keys on this. Oh!
Oh, with the headshot connect from Rex onto Pip-Pat. But the aggressive blade and the C9 could be happening.
That was very close. And
very close. Lucio is holding down point. The ball is back. I think this might be a losing fight currently. Buckle with the great pick onto the Tracer. I take it back. This could be a winning fight.
Yeah, and Lucio, he's like the main target. If they can all focus on him, but no, Buckle's the one getting focused.
Buckle is too low. Oh, the Juno all comes out just too late.
Just a tad bit, but I want to know the ball is low. Not anymore. He slides right out there. Oh, goodness.
The Lucio is one. Joseph's one. I don't think Spare's going to be able to keep him up through this.
But he does because Joseph slams.
Wow.
And Buckle swapped to Arisa real quick. Whoa, there's a bubble, Juno.
Very interesting bubble from Joseph, from Jupiter. That's fine. The Tracer, no recall, possibly being able to get forced out here. The mine's on point, though. It's going to be very hard to walk in off this. Resident Sleeper does die to the ball slam. I think we're going to see another kite out here.
Yeah, at some point, you got to retreat. They're just really elongating this.
Yeah, the prolonged a fight that was not winnable. I do like the Arisa swap from Buckle, though. I think that's going to be a good job at able to keep this ball in check. He's getting away with a good amount of stuff right now. Now I'm not liking going into this fight right now. We're seeing 4 ults on the enemy team and looking like 1 for UTA right now. I'd love to see Pip-Pat get a good pulse here, but it's gonna be hard. And sadly we recall right before the pulses managed to come out. And the ball slamming on a Spare. Can he survive this? The wave from Jupiter. And we are not going to touch the point.
I didn't even notice it.
Not the best showing from UTA that fight. I think GVSU kind of found their groove a little bit more. Looks like we have Foyen in the chat right now. You know, former support.
Resident Sleeper indeed. That's his name.
He is a sleeper. Former support for the team. Love to have him in chat supporting. Yeah, that's
being a
performative. Performative male right there. Listening to Claro, Biba Doobie, drinking his matcha. I think that perfectly describes Foyen, honestly.
Yeah, and I've met him many times. That's what he does.
Exactly. Looks like we're gonna see the swap back to the Sigma here. Hopefully they can decide if we do want to
I'm trying to find the function key.
Function button.
Yeah.
This one? Oh wait, no, this one. Yeah, there you go.
We're back. Oh, okay.
This guy doesn't know what buttons it is.
Hey, they're specialized.
All right, we're already on point. Looks like UTA could decide if they wanted to sim TP or not this time. Good to get to see. Buckles, you know, he's playing very aggressively. Sometimes it's to his detriment. Right now, he's doing a great job of holding the space. He does need to be careful with the ball to his left, though. Oh, almost gets a great rock on the Lucio. And it looks like Jupiter's going to get picked again. He's backing up too far away from his team instead of 2 of them. But Johnny finds a great pick onto the Lucio. The ball is 1. Gonna back out for now. You know, with the pick on both supports right now. But UTA did manage to find the first cap.
Indeed, but again, it's kind of being a long fight. That's where things get a bit hasty.
Exactly. Luckily, Pip-Pat again finds another great pick. This ball is getting very big slams onto the team. Doing a great job, like we're seeing right here, of pushing the enemy team, or pushing us into bad spots, but it didn't matter. Buckle with a great rock onto the parry. His ball, I have to say, is pretty good.
No, there's this flanking Tracer.
Oh, let's see what's gonna happen here. Doesn't have a pulse. I don't know if there's too much to worry about, but I'm sure that GVSU is calming this. I'm seeing Jupiter. He's out in the open. Oh, actually Spare now. Can we see a good collapse from a Tracer ball onto one of these supports right now?
Doesn't look like it just yet.
Looks like ball is kind of preoccupied in a losing battle against this Genji. GVSU is taking a very long time to set up this fight, which is great. You know, with a more poke comp that UTA is running right now, we're just this is exactly where we want to be in a long pre-fight, managing to find some picks.
Yeah, and they did a counter collapse. The Tracer actually started activating, but they just simply ran away. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep, Jupiter's again getting picked, but Johnny Pip-Pat walks onto the pulse on the ground. But you know, I think it's a pretty even fight right now. It's very winnable as long as Spare can keep hiding in this top right. Can we keep Resident Sleeper up? We cannot. The Tracer's going to be pushing Spare. I think this is a losing fight. But again, UTA with 90%. Coming in with 5 ults versus GVSU's coming up on 4.
I will say though, this is like a similar start to the previous round. UTA got a really big cap advantage, but they still managed to fumble because of long, drawn-out fight.
Yeah.
It was really one fight.
It was really one fight. So I'd like to see UTA be very snappy here with these ults here. Don't want to ult dump, but you know, overwhelming them here can be very easy considering that they do not have any support ult yet. We see a very aggressive mine, but luckily the wave from Wu Ying actually can do a great job of clearing that out. I'd like to see some more ults come in. We see the Wu Ying ult onto the Sigma.
And he's running it down.
Running it down, gets a great hit onto the Juno. Jupiter does die again, but not before hitting his ult. Looks like it's a 3v3 right now with a great hit rock onto the enemy ball from Buckle. Spare's going to be very low in the air. Can he survive this?
Just
one
barely.
health. Resident Sleeper is kind of found alone right now. I don't know if he's going to survive this.
Yeah. But it looks... Oh!
Resident Sleeper does die to the Juno ult. And again, we dumped all 5 ults and could not manage to find the point cap. Versus only 2 ults from the enemy team. That's not, again, that's not what we like to see.
But what about these 2 instant swaps coming out? An Echo and an Orisa. What are your thoughts?
The Echo could be scary because I think they're so just hitting some good shots. Their ball is doing a pretty aggressive sneak behind right now.
Good scouting, I will say that.
Here we go.
Wait, hold on.
I think Buckle is going in too early, just letting this big slam happen.
Yeah, and he's just not there. He's just kind of in the...
But he does find a great pit. Oh, the double pulse. Oh, no. Can UT manage to find this from the clutches of defeat? The Ray comes out. Not before Resident Sleeper dies and Buckle dies. This is sadly going to be a match loss. No, game loss.
A map loss.
A map loss for UTA. This is, you know, it's not what we like to see for a first map. Hopefully we can find our groove coming in. We do need to update the scoreboard. That is going to be a 1-0 coming in. This has got to be the pulse double kill. I'd love to see what happened. Did somebody walk into somebody else?
Oh.
There was a roll backwards slightly too early, and then finds the pick onto Echo as well. Very good play.
Yeah, I will say, Pipette, he was stuck. I'll give it to him. But then Joseph did go into it.
He did go into it.
Unlucky. That's all we got.
I'd like to hear your thoughts while I go give some constructive criticism to the team.
Constructive criticism, of course.
So, enlighten the viewers.
I will say, I was give it a bit of, oh, hello, Chica Beans. We have 2 people now, at least, watching. I'll say, coming into this, like we kind of prefaced earlier, between rounds 1 and 2, Sleeper and Spare are a bit newer pickups for us. And, what's it? There's also, if you're like an old viewer, or maybe an old player, you may realize some bit of role swaps around. Buckle, historically, been our hitscan tank player, hitscan DPS player, my bad, but he is playing tank for that map, I believe, just that map in particular. I don't remember why, but that's kind of the adjustments that was made. In I believe for this next map we might be changing things up, but I do need to double check once Trace comes back from his inspiring words, his pep talk. Now to recap a bit on what we just witnessed on Nepal there. So in the first round, we opened it up really good. We had that Sigma kind of pokey comp compared to the opponent's dive, which they ran the entire time. The only swap they made was really from Vendetta to Genji in that second round. Right now, just kind of words that we have chosen King's Row. If you're not sure how NACE works, is that every match will start onto Koth control. Like this one was in Nepal, but then after you lose a map, you get the chance to pick another map out of any of the other main game modes. So in this case, we just went from control. We're moving on to hybrid, King's Row, a fan favorite. I believe once people get word of this, y'all will be very excited to see King's Row, but some people are kind of bored of it, like me. But oh well, no matter. And again, back to what I was talking about Nepal. So started things off, we got really hot on that first round. Nice cleanups, nice rotations, but then from rounds 2 and 3, again, we started off really good. 90 or 99% compared to like 0 or 20% from GVSU. But then we just keep forcing fights. We have insane ult advantages, but we just can't close things out. We were like in that final fight, we used all 5, but it appeared that GVSU used a single minefield to deviate everyone off the point and split up our entire team. Well, we're not gonna put things off too hard because again, this is a new squad. We got finalized about 2 weeks ago. This is not really an excuse, but more like a bit of backstory as to why things are a bit iffy at start. So UTA, we're doing some hero bans right now, and so after we just picked King's Row, Buckle has said this typed in to ban Sojourn. If you're not sure again how hero bans work in this, each side, each team will get 1 ban per 1 hero ban each map. And when you ban 1 hero, the opponent team, the second team, cannot ban a hero of that same role. So Buckle banning Sojourn means that GVSU here cannot ban another damage hero, which can help do things like protect bans, which is when you want to ban a certain hero so that the opponents can't ban one of yours, such as like banning Mei when you have no one has any intention of playing Mei. You simply want to keep one of your DPS heroes kept unbanned. So that is a bit of a psychology, but I believe Buckle here is going to choose to ban Sojourn because of the effect that the opponent's Sojourn really had on our team. It's a devastating right clicks I saw. The railguns alongside the pulse bombs from the Tracer and the slams from the ball. Those dives really messed us up. Now we're also going to make another substitution. So we have our player Snow coming in to swap for Resident Sleeper. So Sleeper again was the Genji and Echo player in Nepal, but we're going to swap him out for Snow, who is another pickup. Once Trace comes back in here, I will help. I will ask him to help us through. And yes, Foy, and I will hit tab after the games. I just kind of forgot. Now, GVSU has banned Sigma. I'm not sure how big of this, how big a wrench this is gonna throw into our plans because Buckle's not gonna be on tank. I don't know what to expect. If I remember, I think Jupiter is gonna be the one playing tank for this second map. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to confirm anything, but I believe that's it. Hello again, Mr. Trace has walked back into the green room.
They had constructive criticism. So it's interesting. It was hard to find some great things to coach on there because we're actually going to be making a decent amount of swaps here. So we're going to see Resident Sleeper come out and Snow, our other new pickup from Winter Break, kind of funny, Snow from Winter, come in. So we are going to have the Spare and Snow backline on support. We're going to see Joseph Jupiter on tank, and Buckle will go back to his home turf of DPS.
Hit scan DPS pit pat Buckle combo. That's what you may have seen in our previous semesters.
Amazing breakdown of vote. Thank you.
Thank you for you. Not from you though.
No, I never have anything good. We're going to be seeing a Soj ban from UTA as well as the Sigma ban from GVSU. Pretty funny considering
we're not playing Sigma.
We're not going to play Sigma. They think that Buckle's going to stay in on tank. Little do they know, he's not. And I told y'all at the beginning we're making a sub after first map. Oh, you can't swap after hero bans. And I asked after I banned, but before y'all did. Yeah,
it's because they did the hero bans and then they swapped the people,
okay,
I guess.
They swapped, good. Yeah, I mean, we did it fine. It's going to be very interesting. If they're going to be running the ball, I'd definitely like to see pretty compact comp. I'm curious to see if Jupiter is going to start on the Orisa or the Monkey here. I'm expecting if we're starting on attack.
We are on attack. Well, hold on. We're on the right side. That's defense, I think. Well, we'll see. You know?
I don't know.
I
don't spectate things.
Okay, bud.
Who needs to bot review their own gameplay? Just get better.
He's right.
You know, you're looking at a champion on rolls, by the way.
Oh, true. You have 10 seconds to flex.
Trace Odub on Twitch, champion on tank, DPS, and support. I'm the best. Anyway, back to UTA. I'm very excited to see what they're running. All right, we're going to be seeing the we're going to be seeing the Monkey Vendetta here. You know, Pit-Pat has been very good on his Freya in the recent games. Luckily, it seems like Mr. Octomelon's going to be starting on the Vendetta. Maybe it was just an off game, but you know, that first round wasn't doing great work.
He immediately swapped to a Tracer.
Yep. And I forgot if NACE is a best to 2 or 3 or not.
Best to 5, best to 2. I'll go check really quick. I got 10 seconds.
Snow actually, is not on DPS.
Actually, could you check on your phone? I'm gonna do it.
I have no idea.
Oh, pause.
Pause.
Oh.
Okay. Probably ping issues.
Can you go ahead stall a bit while I look at the rulebook? Look at the rulebook.
So, you know, we have the Spotlight event happening tomorrow. Very interested to see what happens with that.
No,
I have a few theories.
2 days.
No, it's tomorrow.
I thought it's February 4.
It's on Tuesday, I believe.
We'll see.
I could be wrong.
We'll see.
I hope it's tomorrow.
Yeah, we're both on our phones.
Let's see. Let's see. We're gonna. If the class would like to look at Twitter right now.
Ooh.
Overwatch.
Twitter? I don't believe that's
Play
what it's called.
Overwatch. Oh, it's called Twitter. We're not gonna get into that. February. Oh man.
Yeah.
It's February 4th.
Boom. And
we're back. Anyway, I think they're gonna remove the 2 from Overwatch's title. They're gonna announce a Fortnite collab, and I think they're having rivals team ups. I think that's what's gonna happen.
It's true.
And we're going right in.
Yeah.
They are making the swap, actually. Jupiter will be starting on the Orisa. The ball is having an aggressive position. I'd like if we can find that. Getting a big slam on Spare. Actually, misses.
Everyone rounded away from the ball.
I do need somebody helping Pit-Pat here in main. And again, we are just leaving our team to die. Wait, why is that 2 different colors?
It's a bit odd. Octomelon's a bit, he's unique like that, you know? But hold on. Spare instantly on break.
You know what? I like it. Seems like we had the same issue there as we did with Buckle on Tank, with Jupiter walking a little bit too fast, having a big gap in between his backline and him, leaving a huge open window, exactly like we're seeing right now. Spare taking a very aggressive fight onto that ball to force him out. I don't know if that's going to be the move.
But yeah, hold on. Just this weird split. Joe, just a minute.
I would like to see us not fight. Actually, the Vendetta's in here. Let's fight this. There we go. We're even right now with the pick on our own Brig, but Rex, the enemy Hanzo's going to die. Pit-Pat sadly does fall with a missed jab. It is a 3v4 right now. Can we manage to force out this ball to maybe get at least 1 tick? I would have liked to see Jupiter stay on the point there, but he needs to back up. He has 1 health.
Yeah, and so is Snow.
So is Snow. He manages to TP out in the nick of time.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, though, we are playing very, very split here. But a great pick from Spare onto the enemy Vendetta. I would love to see a small stabilize here while we have this advantage. We're close to Kitsune. If we can just farm that, walk with Kitsune down main.
Buckle's trying to flank, I think.
Which is a great call for Vendetta. Sadly, Spare does get picked from a mile away, Kiriko. Unlucky, but again, we do have our Kitsune here. If we get interesting Dragon from GVSU and Mines on point, I think Buckle might fall to those Mines. He does. But you know what? That's okay. That is 2 ults coming in from GVSU with none besides a Vendetta ult coming from UTA.
Yeah, I didn't see a Vendetta. Oh,
sorry. I'm in a Freya ult, and we are going to be swapping to the Cass.
Yes, but now we do have a Orisa ult.
We do have a Orisa ult.
And there.
I think I would like to see us, get to the corner of Hotel and Kitsune down main. We do need to be watching these flanks, though. As we can see, there are 2 holding Hotel right now. And it can be a very dangerous spot to get flanked on. Snow sadly does fall. I'd like to see a nice backup here. We do get a great pick, but again, we only have break heals right now. Not something I like to see with an Orisa.
Yeah, but they do have all this space. They're going to give up 2
Wow,
ticks.
yeah. Just for a Vendetta dying, they're going to be becoming very aggressive with beat here. We're seeing the Orisa gets a Kiriko low, hits before the Suzu goes out. Can we see a Kitsune? I would love to see that hit. I know we're close to cap, but I think we might need the ball dies.
We do
The
not
enemy Kiriko dies. I wish the kill feed was correct in the colors. It's kind of confusing sometimes. Trace talking. I am talking a lot. Sadly, Snow does fall.
Again, he's getting outsnapped a lot. Ooh, Buckle as well, but they kept the point.
Exactly. It was a very interesting fight. They GVSU had a huge advantage, I believe, there with the we had our Kiriko down. They only had their Vendetta. I'm surprised that they played so far back, especially when they were coming in with beat. Let us get 2 free ticks. by the time they had that aggression, we already had so much progress made.
Yeah. And now look at it. They're kind of holding spawn. GBSU is kind of doing some disrespect. I mean, even the ball's back here.
Exactly. I would love to see, this is a great thing. Last semester, we, during a coaching session, the coach was very adamant about having 3 on at the very start because, any Kings Row player knows getting stuck in that, wow, great, you know what? I will have to say, GVSU did pop 3 ults for that fight. Maybe not the Kitsune, actually. I couldn't tell if that went out, but they did use it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the fight before or not. But 3 ults for none for UTA. I think that's a good trade. I'm not too upset about that. We are seeing the monkey swap. It's a little nerve-wracking, honestly, into a Vendetta Hanzo with such easy way to get burst.
Did Joseph spot that? Did Joseph spot the ball? No. Okay. Well,
he does. He does. He knows.
No, we did.
It's going to be very hard to... You're either diving 2 people that can burst you or 2 people that can run away from you on monkey. So it's going to be very hard, but I know from first-hand experience, Jupiter has been practicing a lot of Winston in competitive play recently. Ooh. Great minds on a point. Sadly, does find the pick on Snow. Might find the pick on Despair too. I would love to see some follow-up. Buckle is ulting a wall. I'm not so sure about that one.
Yeah, but Spare's been active for a while. There's a lot of trades.
There are a lot of trades. This is kind of a... I feel like it's the main thing that's been happening in these 2 games. These fights are going long. We're just finding trade after trade. And somehow UTA comes with the fight win. I don't know how. If only we could be spectating somebody.
Yeah.
Kind of going back and forth. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's really hard. I have to press the new button instead of just pressing F1 and stuff.
This trend of 60% keyboards. I used to be a 60% keyboarder. I don't like it. I need my function row.
Me too. I don't like this one.
We see a very aggressive push from the enemy Vendetta and Ball, but they're alone right now. I would love to see if we can find a pick onto the Vendetta. Jupiter, though, getting pretty forced out right now, but able to stabilize, get some good heals. An aggressive push. I like this. A good staging jump from Jupiter. Throws the shield down.
Wait, he got booped in. Ooh.
With a great Suzu and Rally and Kitsune. Can Spare find the lift from the dragon? He cannot. That's actually Snow. I'm sorry.
That was a big slam.
Yep, that is 2 ults from GVSU, 4 ults from UTA. I really hope that UTA can manage to find the fight win. I don't think so, considering that is 2 picks onto UTA, trying to get this Hanzo. It's not going to be enough, but it is 13 seconds left. We're going to have to touch this,
we have to force
and I don't think we will.
Well, we do have Tracer now.
Yep.
Changed a few seconds.
Yep, Pippat is going around trying to find the touch, but there are mines in the way. Can we find the touch? We cannot. That's a hard fight.
Now I need to figure out how to get the audio. Oh my goodness. Start saying words as I do this. Speak to them. Oh, I got this.
Very, very interesting. I don't know about the monkey swap. I know Joseph, that is a more comfort pick. He was playing it pretty well though. I have to say it's just, no matter what tank we're on, I feel like we are repeatedly opening that gap for a Ball Vendetta dive. And, with the Brig Kiri, it has so much survivability, but especially with Ball Vendetta, you can just cycle your cooldown so fast. And even with Suzu and TP and Bash, they can just wear you down. And I feel like that's what we're seeing. We need to either have faster kills onto their backline or a more aggressive counterplay onto these dives. And right now we're seeing neither. So I'd like to see some kind of response to these kills.
Yeah, I think now we do have an Ashe. I think the play is to try to literally be further back.
Exactly.
Be a bit more more pokey. That's
but with the Ashe, it's a decently easy dive target. So we're gonna need to see a lot of protection here. Luckily, it does seem like we're gonna start with Spare protecting Pippat here. That's a great move. You know what? I'm very much liking this setup right now from UTA. Have a good kill box going. The enemy is on Widow at the start. Hopefully he does not find the classic King's Row pick. Luckily he will not. Jupiter is trying to aggressive dive onto the enemy Vendetta. So is Buckle. I'd like to see some follow up here.
And that's the support Joseph jumped in. Just in a moment.
Looks like we're doing a good job of holding space, but we are going to be backing off, giving them that high ground spot. I would like to see holding that a little bit more. If we can counter dive this Vendetta, they are low. Great pick from Joseph, from Jupiter, and great damage from whoever did that onto the Vendetta. That's how I like to see these fights starting.
Yeah, and now we're resetting up a new setup right now.
Very aggressive jump from Jupiter, especially with the ability from the enemy team to boop you in.
That Storm Arrow.
That is... You know, when they're playing a Vendetta Hanzo, you cannot be taking as aggressive dives like that. You know, Jupiter is coming off cold in the tank roll at least, but that is something you hate to see. Hopefully we can keep Buckle alive during this, force this ball back. Sadly,
we're just too split.
Break and Ash do fall. We do find two fantastic picks, if we could view it.
I didn't expect
Two picks from GVSU, but it looks like UTA from the clutches of defeat managed to get a fight win. We can force out this.
They did it. They're pushing the back. GVSU is kind of retreating. They have their last two respawns though. They come.
Let's get more first persons going on than this third person. I'd like to see some POVs going on.
What do you want to see?
Let's look at Joseph feed his brains out real quick.
I understand. I understand.
All lighthearted. All right, we need to see Jupiter stabilize here. He's sitting at 200 HP. Not something you like to see on a monkey. We need to be very, very calm. Careful here. Stabilize. We have a Kitsune here. Pipad does fall. Two fall in the back line to the enemy Vendetta before falling themselves.
And now this is just a retreat. This has to be a retreat.
I think the enemy Vendetta is playing a lot better than they were playing on that initial Oasis, or sorry, Nepal point. We're not doing enough to combat it. I'm not sure exactly what the answer here is.
Would it be a Diva and a Genji swap?
You know what? Hopefully so. Pipad has been practicing his Genji. I know he's more known for his hit scan, but I've been liking what I've seen from his Genji normally. So hopefully he can keep that up. We do have a Kitsune here. I'd like to see us take way more space than we currently are holding. If we could stuff the choke.
You're trying to posture something there. Oh, get me in there. Oh.
Find a great pick onto the Lucio and the Vendetta. Can we keep Buckle alive through this?
Oh my god.
You know what? That was a great kill. I would have just liked to see that happen faster. You know, I feel like there was a lot of time that UTA was spending sitting around waiting for that right time to do it. And in the meanwhile, when we could have been holding, you know, the gate, they managed to get it past it. Both Kitsunes come out from the enemy team, and a Dragon, and a Rally. What an alt dump. Jupiter's kind of sitting in the Dragon, luckily managed to lift through it, getting very low. I'd love to see some heals his way. Jupiter with a very aggressive dive while low health, but does not get demeched, something I very much like to see. Seems like both teams are kind of stabilizing right now.
Yeah, we're kind of resetting. I'm just calm resetting.
Jupiter with another aggressive dive, getting booped in. We hate to see it, and again,
the beat.
With the beat as well.
Oh my god, where'd people?
I think I would like to just see the Orisa gameplay here. It's very hard for him to find these dives with how compact the enemy team is playing with GVSU when we're not. I really do hope that I'm incorrect. Did we get an official rule on if this is a first to 2 or first to 3? I think it's a first to 3 if I recall from last semester.
I'm going to assume first to 3.
I think I'm thinking of EGF. That was the best first to 2. No,
that was also first to 3.
I'm thinking of Collegiate Cup. That was first to 2. I know what I'm talking about. Alright, we're coming in with the Vendetta ult and a Diva bomb. Can we get this? Eyes on the Hanzo. Slam down. Hanzo's picked with a mines on point from the enemy ball. Vendetta v Vendetta fight right now. Boko does die. Not without the pick finding on the other Vendetta. That is both DPS down for GVSU. The blade, iffy blade coming out from Pipad here in the 4v3. Looks like Jupiter is going to be trying to hold space from this from the supports. I would rather him just force out this ball on point right now, especially while he's half health.
I think the ball just leaves on his own accord.
There we go. Looks like we're going to be seeing both support ults and bomb coming up for UTA. Meanwhile, not many ults coming in for GVSU. Kitsune soon, Dragon soon. I've been liking to combo those, and I've been kind of liking how that combo is working. We're seeing a 4-man flank on the side from GVSU with a slam on the Buckle, getting half health. I'd like to see a backup here. Flip map. Great pick onto the Vendetta. Playing very much alone. Sadly, bomb is forced onto Jupiter, but not without the pick onto the Vendetta. So not a terrible trade. Pippat does get a little over-aggressive in fight, but this rally could be huge!
We're popping both support ults for this.
Not a fan of that, I have to say, but we are seeing a fight win. Hanzo should be dying from this. Great job. You know, I think with the aggression that we saw from UTA and how clunked the enemy team was, I think only the rally was necessary. Again, it's hard to know exactly when that happened because we do not have audio right now.
True.
So I'm just going off my eyes, and my eyes aren't the best. We are seeing no support ult, or no ults of any kind coming from UTA. Meanwhile, almost 4 ults coming from GVSU. But with only 30 seconds left, if UTA can play this smartly, maybe find an early pick like Jupiter onto the enemy Hanzo, Kitsune does come out from GVSU. Spare is picked up. This is a 4v4 situation right now. If we can manage to play this smartly and slowly, a great pick from Pippat onto the enemy Lucio. This could be a fight win if we play this smart. Ooh, the pick onto Johnny, the pick onto Snow.
10 seconds left. It's all up to Joseph to stall it out to the rest of his team.
The enemy team does have mines. Buckle is going to fall on point. We're not going to be able to find bomb in time. Sadly, this is going to be game 2 for GVSU. You know, after an iffy first round, I think they did a good job at holding it. It's just, like you said, it's the alt dumps. If we could have held Kitsune there, wow. The enemy Vendetta having a lot of deaths. Actually, both Vendettas having a lot of deaths. I think, not in a rude way, I think I'd like to see Buckle on a different character. I think I need to see a little bit more practice on the Vendetta before we bring it out. I think he could be getting a lot more value on a Tracer or maybe even a Cass. I know double hit skin's a little iffy, but...
but like Cass Tracer is not really double hit skin.
Exactly. 3-minute bio, aka 3 minutes that I'm going to go constructively criticize, again, my team. Derek, take it away.
And I will. Alright, map 2. Wasn't as dominant or as even as we'd have hoped compared to Nepal. That was a bit of a tease that did not continue, I guess. Oh, but again, we did have a bit of role swaps between the two maps. It might have affected things. Joseph Jupiter, he used to be our support player, as you kind of saw on Nepal, and then he swapped over to tank for now. And, it was a bit iffy. The mechanics weren't in there overall, but like generally speaking, it was getting better in that second half on the defending side. We almost got them out again. Went back to the final 10 seconds of the round, but things just kind of crumbled. Like in that fight before, we did mention he saw Bubba Fest, like kind of talk about how both Rally and Fox Rush were used in that little alleyway to help save. I believe that was some Pippat, either Pippat or Buckle back there in the alley. Like it was a really desperate play that kind of did not need to happen at all. Like him, Trace said, a rally might have been it because it was very clumped. It was a very claustrophobic area when you're in the alleyway flanking around like that. Because rally, if you're not aware, it expands Brick's shield a bit, and then you could bash people and get them stunned. So when you're in the alleyway like that, and you use your big wide shield and you bash, you get a higher chance of like hitting multiple people like that because they're all gonna be clumped up together. But the rush was thrown in there as well, which neither of us particularly liked. And that kind of hurt them in that final fight, as we saw that there was no ults for UTA. There were 3 on GVSU's over there. Well, let me try to throw things back onto the first half, if I can recall correctly, where we were on attack. Things were again kind of iffy, and there was a bunch of... We were kind of getting split off a lot, and if you're a dive team, such as GVSU, you do love seeing your opponents split up like that. Joseph would get a bit too far, a bit too early, or like there's a bunch of disjoint rotations. You're not using the Juno ring at the right time, or not everyone's using that ring, stuff like that. Because everyone was a bit mobile, but not mobile in the on the same page. It's like, what's it? Everyone. They were trying to move, they were moving around, but not together. That's why we see a bunch of times like, oh, Spare gets picked off, like as Juno near the statue, the ball would come and get a slam, and then gets shot down as well. Snow, on the other hand, was getting sniped down by a Hanzo. A Hanzo pick it's kind of rare these days. I'm gonna have to ask Trace is if Hanzo's kind of dominating his ranked games or anything like that, because Hanzo, I will say his scans that game, they were very impactful. All the scans, they paused UTA's movements because you don't want to move out of an angle, move past a wall. You're going to be a bit more wary of that when the enemy knows exactly when you're going to be peeking behind the wall. And I will say, we are getting our map pick in. We are going into, what's this? Push. The newest push map, I believe, called Runasapi, which is kind of rare, a rare pick. Since it's new, most people will be banning it in ranked games, so you won't really experience that. But Buckle, he's put in his UTA's hero ban. We've learned from our last two maps, and we're going to be banning the Wrecking Ball. Hopefully, GVSU will be really struggling after that. They could swap over to a Winston, Hazard, or maybe even like a Diva if they want to keep the dive-esque style, but of course, we have to wait until the game actually starts. What's it? Can't wait for the next round. Me neither. No, hold on. Just check the chat real quick. So Runasapi, it's a more unique map. It's kind of like Circuit Royale, the escort map, where like there's a bit of an incline for a lot of the driveway, the push way, I guess. But I believe you're going downhill and you're going up a hill really long. There's an insane high ground kind of defending area for when you're on the defense side. Push is not really attack and defense. It's more like everyone's going to be flip-flopping, stuff like that. It depends on who has control of the robot at the time. Because in order to win, you do have to go near your robot. It's like escort maps. You have to stay near the robot and push it, all the way to the opponent's spawn. And then the opponent, GVSU, has submitted their own hero ban for Wu Yang. I don't think that's going to be a big deal for us if we have this spare snow backline, double S. So, and we're getting our ready asked. Or are asked. I'm gonna see Trace come back. I'm gonna ask him about that Hanzo pick, because if they do continue, because Runasapi, it's very linear. It's not only like incline heavy, it's also kind of linear. It's like kind of like a U shape kind of. So there's a bunch of long sidelines for a Hanzo or Widowmaker to dominate on, or even an Ashe. We're in the lobby now. I'm gonna wait for Trace. Hello, Trace.
Hello.
I will ask you. Do you see Hanzo much in your games? The Hanzo pick really threw me off.
I despise Hanzo, let me tell you.
Oh.
It depends on the map. But I am, if it's any long-range map, I normally...
Like Runasapi?
I don't see it too much on Runasapi, but if it's any long-range map, I usually do enjoy a Hanzo ban. Not even that he's crazy strong right now, I just feel like my teammates see a Hanzo and they turn off their brain and they get one shot. And that's not always their fault. Sometimes it's just Hanzo being Hanzo, and I hate it.
Yeah, they see a Skandar, then they go...
Yeah, they're like, oh, he can see me? Let me kill. What's out there?
Ooh, Ramatra.
Yep, we looked at his profile. It does seem, he's a pretty heavy ball one trick. So, the thought process here was knowing that we could ban ball, but wouldn't be able to later if we win this game. When we win this game, we want to go pick something that would be the best ball map. So that, when we win, they can't go to a good ball map with ball unbanned. So we picked push. Both of the push maps in the pool are New Queen Street and Runasapi. Both fantastic ball maps. So let's go to the best ball map and ban ball.
So what's that?
Pretty good. We're going to be seeing a slightly different comp here. Joseph Jupiter is going to be on the Zarya here. With the coaching that happened in between rounds, we were very adamant about keeping that gap small for their dives. Not as much of an issue here since they're not on the ball, but it's still good to know. I'd like to see more aggression from Jupiter here, especially with how pushed in Buckle is. 7 health, great bubble from Jupiter, but again, with these aggressive bubble plays onto Buckle, I need to see more follow-up here. Not just from Jupiter, but from the rest of the team.
Yeah, Buckle's taking a lot of space.
Buckle is taking in a huge amount of space.
Quite a bit too much.
But again, why are we backing up when he's going in with that bubble? Luckily, Pippat does find a great pick onto the enemy Soj. Not going to be enough, though.
Yeah, it looks like it's forcing a retreat out of us.
Definitely should. I'm not against seeing a swap to Orisa here. But again, we are on a Vendetta Zarya comp, which can be very good. We just we need to see him push off this more, the entire team. With with the lack of the ball from the enemy team, Vendetta has a way less easy time taking these aggressive pushes. Let's go spectate the enemy Vendetta right now, because this is a very scary spot.
Oh, hold on.
Huge pick from Snow onto Rat Baby. Very interesting name, might I say.
And here, Vendetta.
But, oh man, finding
nothing.
Woo! It was a 3v1. I really hope he did not find a pick. Great job, though, finding those picks. I have to say, good shout out to Snow finding that opening pick onto the enemy Kiriko. Fantastic way to open a fight.
Well noticed. We swapped break over to Juno. What do you think about that?
I think it's good. I think a big issue, like we were saying at the beginning, was the lack of Jupiter going in. But with the ring, it's much easier to go in, and it's much more obvious when to go in. You see the ring, you push. We're seeing the ring right now, and we're not pushing. But that is honestly fine.
Oh, we're pushing the bot. Oh!
We are seeing a good kite out, honestly, from this Kitsune. If we can keep Buckle up. Oh! Fantastic bubble and ult from Buckle. Gets the kills onto the Ramatra pushing with Kitsune. I would love to see a fast contest on the point, because they are taking it, getting great distance. Oh, no, sorry. I got confused.
We're doing fine. We're doing good. Nice stagger.
Great stagger onto the enemy Soj. I have to say, that was 2 ults for 1, which is exactly how you want to be. You want to mirror the ult, and if it's going badly, you pop another one. That is exactly how we should be playing. Fantastic hideout from UTA here. Great recognition from Buckle with that ult. Great Buckle from Jupiter. That's exactly what I want to see here. Vendetta's playing a very aggressive angle here. Gonna get forced out from Buckle, and the great pick from Spare. I really like what I saw there. We got the, as they call, butt scratch.
Butt scratch moment from the robot.
Butt scratch from the moment. And, you don't need to push. If the bot's not moving, we don't really need to be pushing here. Another great aggressive bubble from Jupiter.
Ooh,
Buckle finding the great pick on the enemy Soj. Is he going to get too aggressive, or is he going to find another pick onto the Kiriko? Fantastic job. And look at that. Kites out for the grab. Honestly, don't know if the grab was exactly necessary considering Buckle just found 2 kills and another 2 in grab.
I think they were really worried about the Ramatra all getting pumped out, so they popped either the Ramatra or the Vendetta. So.
But you know what? It did get a... You know what? They did pop Soj and Beat for that. Maybe it was necessary. Not sure. Oh yes, we're seeing a good chat of a spam bot. I think we should buy that. I think we should use UTA funds to buy that. We're seeing a very aggressive Juno ult.
Right.
With the Vendetta ult from behind. Luckily, LOS moment.
The corner.
Finds nobody. I'd love to see a punishment onto this Vendetta in the backline. Great pick from Johnny with the Soj ult. Ramatra's 1 health. I have to say, GVSU is not all that without their ball.
Yeah, but as you kind of said earlier, they can kind of pull ball back again in the next map.
Exactly. But with the plan we were talking about earlier, it's not going to be as good of ball maps. They will get the first ban, though. I would not be surprised if we see a Zarya or a Vendetta ban coming out. We're seeing a good form there. I do want to comment. We do have Kitsune. And here we go. Perfect timing on the Kitsune. We should be able to punish this Ramatra here. Great job, aggression from Jupiter. I'm not sure where we're looking here. Let's look for a pick. Another great pick on the Kiriko and on the Tracer. This should be a map win for UTA. And Snow does fall, but it doesn't matter. What a 5-minute map. Great job from UTA.
Sit down.
Love to see it.
I'm going to update the scoreboard real quick. And now.
Oh, yes. A very delayed scoreboard update.
Now, Trace.
Yes.
Are we back?
Some might say we're back. You know what? Let's watch this great play from Buckle.
17 from Pip-Pat.
17 from Pip-Pat. What a showing. Let's see. The bubble from Jupiter. Great job. Finds a pick on the Kiriko. You know what? Great kite there. Maybe he was just going for the grab that he heard. But huge grab also. I got to toss that out from Jupiter there. Finding 2 in the grab. I take it back. I think it was a good grab. Maybe not necessary. Who knows? I wasn't there. I'll let you, again, leave some comments for the team, for the viewers, while I go compliment my team.
I'm looking at this silly message. No, did I? Screw you, bot. Anyways, back to the camera cam. Camera scene, that's the word. So, there's not much to comment on that. It was 5 minutes long. You know, this break might even be longer than that. That single round. It's a bit odd. So yeah, the first fight, as you kind of remember from both of us, kind of commented that Buckle was taking a lot of space, but none of his team was following up on that. So they recognized that, really good from them, and they noted to swap it over to Juno. They swapped Brig to Juno. The Brig was helping for like a more passive play style, but that is actually kind of an adjustment that you need against a divey comp. Be more protective like that, and that's what they kind of read in the meantime. But turned out they chose something more brawly-like with the Ramattra, and that's why they swapped to Juno to help make the aggressive pushes more easier. And I will say, the map pick just got chosen. We're going to Saravasa, which is a flashpoint round, and the GVSU has banned Cassidy. I think that's kind of like a protect thing. I'm not sure what Cassidy's going to do. Things may happen. Buckle has returned. Ban Lucio. So that means if either team wants to use a bit of speed, we're going to pull out Juno Brig or Juno Kiriko, whichever one comes to mind. The Cassidy, that's probably not going to throw a wrench in pants, but now back to that push map, that really fast push. Dang, that Juno, when the ring, and really, like what else is there to say? The ring, like it's a green light, a green circle. Go, let's go, let's follow Buckle. You see him leading the charge with his big old spins, his sword throws, stuff like that. Let's go in with him. Let's follow him on. Let's help Buckle. That's what UTA is saying in their columns the entire time. When they see a Juno ring, when they see Buckle flying in like that, and the grabs, the bubbles, all of Joseph's protections onto Buckle. It really helped Buckle not feed in his W key moments. Because like if you saw the opponent's Vendetta, she had no bubble. She just had a Ramattra slug, which is not a bubble. That's all the support she got. She just goes in, gets slammed, dies. Because of our follow-up. And now the opponent team has sent their R. So let's go ahead. We sent our R, and we're going to be coming soon, and so will Trace. I'll just wait a little bit. We're back. We might be back. Yes, Abraham, I pressed tab. But you'll hear me say that in 3 minutes. Now I'm gonna wait for Buckle to come in and change the scene in the meantime. Not Buckle, Trace to come in. That is not the right button. Excuse me. Hello. So, how was the team's reaction to a Cassidy ban?
It was fine. Because, hear me out, we ain't playing Cass. Luckily, I have to say, I think UTA did a fantastic job playing the Zarya Vendetta here. And crazy thing, they banned neither. I wouldn't have been surprised. I know that obviously they're gonna fall back on to the ball, and they had the choice between Flashpoint or Hybrid. No, we already did the Hybrid. Just Escort. And so they went Flashpoint. Could only choose between New Junk City and Servasa, so obviously they're going to choose Servasa. New Junk City is a terrible bomb map. But even though they're going back to the one trick, I have to say, I'm surprised they didn't ban the Zarya. We haven't pulled out the cast too much, and the cast honestly wasn't doing great when we were running it.
I have a feeling it might be like a protection ban though, so that they can keep their Vendetta and Sojourn in play.
I wouldn't be surprised if we can get this to a map 5 if we see a Vendetta ban come out. Or a Zarya ban. Which would be fine. I honestly hoped for the Zarya ban so that we could just force the Orisa. Now, one coaching moment we did have is that Jupiter here, with the comp that they're playing, almost never has to bubble himself here. With the enemy comp, they should never be looking at a Zarya. So if we can just be putting all of the bubbles into his teammates, we should see a great deal of success.
Oh, but Spare though.
Spare does fall. That's going to be both supports for UTA. I'd love to see a slight kite back, just enough time for Snow to TP back. This is great.
And
Pip-Pat's getting low. Vendetta's coming in. Can we save Pip-Pat with a great bubble from Jupiter? Jupiter is going to get pushed out into a very bad spot. Sadly, does fall. So does Buckle.
That slam.
Pretty scrappy first fight, I have to say. Whoa, with a 3K from Soj.
Yeah. What would be the
Did we already ban Soj? We did. I think we banned that map too.
That was the first or second one, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why they pulled out the Hanzo.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And now we're
Iffy first fight. I'm not sure. See, Buckle's only at 33 to ult. I'm not exactly sure what happened because I feel like he survived a lot. This is a very scary thing. Hopefully Snow called that. He definitely saw at least the ball coming in. Again, though, we are seeing a pretty good...
Oh my god, these buttons. End it?
Okay, there we go. I'd like to see more of a push in off that.
Looks like
Or at least a cap. Again, we're pretty separated with the ball and Vendetta in the back line. I'd like to see...
Oh, this stun the Vendetta, but no one follows.
You know, I just learned yesterday that actually does counter stun. It's like a big counter bash. Oh, but Buckle's 1 health gets booped in from the ball. Jupiter is getting very low health. I'd like to see a little bit of a stabilization here, especially with him being no bubbles right now. Good job kiting out. Can we hold this? Does find the good pick on Spare. But UT is still holding point. Jupiter finds a great pick. Can we survive this? The ball slam comes in. 50 health. Close to a bubble.
His team's there!
His team's there. Bubble or Bullet does find the Mega. I'd like to. I don't know about this pushing right now. He does find a low health Juno, but can't secure the kill.
The time is low. They gotta go for this. There's the rush.
Go.
And the grab!
And a grab. I'm not sure about both of those ults coming in. Ball is gonna slam mines on point with a good. Ooh, that's 2 picks. And the Juno ult coming in for GVSU. I think this might be point 1 going to GVSU. But that's okay. I was not necessarily a fan of the solo grab. Normally, I'm not against a solo grab.
I wish it was on the ball.
I'm not against it on the ball, but when we have a Kitsune going out, I don't necessarily think you need the grab to follow it up unless it's going to be multi-person. I think the only time really we should see a solo kill or solo grab is when grab is the only ult being used. Because, you know, chances are you solo grab somebody, they die. That should be a fight win. We're seeing a very aggressive push in from Buckle here with the blade, or with the bubble, I mean. And the rally comes out, but we do manage to find the kill with the combination of Bubbles and Pit-Pat and Buckle here. Great job finding that kill. I'd like to see good aggression. If we can connect these shots onto the Juno, be very careful. I think we should just turn, force point, make sure to get this cap going, and that's going to be percentage going up, and you know, it's flash point. That's going to take up very fast.
Get out.
Pit-Pat needs to be backing up here. We do have a Pit-Pat ult, though. I'd like to see it in this room. Huge. Can we push in off that, though?
It's
great pick from Pit-Pat. Pretty aggressive, but it's okay. We're up 2. I'd like to see us continuing that. If we can get that Sojourn, maybe.
And that you calm down now. Don't overheat.
Great job not aggressing that. You know, some people, me, would have loved to push that and feed. But great job, great trigger discipline from UTA. Great job spy checking, if you can call it spy checking, flank checking from Pit-Pat there. Finding, looks like the whole team is going to be moving right side. Ball's going to be walking to point. I'd love to see us not let Ball solo cap this point.
Thankfully, he's not on it yet.
I believe I heard from the other room that we're going to be going aggressive. Let's see if that's going to be true. Boko finds a great pick on a Soj. Can we keep Pit-Pat up on point from the ball?
Yes.
Oh, ball is low. Vendetta's low. No. That is 2 down for GVSU. Aggressive push in from Jupiter and Buckle. I'm loving their cooperation, you know. As Jupiter and Buckle in this lineup have had the most time playing together as anybody on this team. Like we said earlier, Snow and Spare are new to this semester. This is their first match of ever for UTA. Pit-Pat, you know, he was a newcomer in the fall, so has some experience and cooperation with the team, but you know, not as much as Jupiter and Buckle having played for 2 years together. I have to say, I like the setup also from UTA right now. Able to force his ball out, coming in alone. Not a great slam, honestly. Ooh. Sadly, Spare is found from a rogue headshot. We do have a Vendetta ult coming in. I don't know if it's worth with how low Buckle is. He does get bubbled. The rally is out from UTA.
So is the
enemy Juno ult. But the Vendetta ult coming in. Can we find a pick off it?
The corner.
On the ball. Big damage, but not enough to find a pick.
But instead, Pit-Pat's the one who gets the pick.
Pit-Pat does find a great pick onto the Soj. Hopefully we can walk in, find some picks. The mines were on point, but luckily Jupiter was able to just use them as charge, while also finding a great pick onto the Juno and the Vendetta. Great ult from Pit-Pat onto the Juno.
His bolas have been kind of crazy.
His bolas are always crazy, I have to say. Ball is 1 health on point. I'd like to see a fast kill on him. Let's get this point ticking. Great job. And that was 4 ults from GVSU with only... Also 4 ults. Looks like a trade here, but honestly, I have to like that trade. That's a support for a DPS. That is also a support from UTA and a DPS.
I think they overheated. Wait, there's a beam?
There is a beam. Could this be winnable? I have to say, I really like the aggression from Spare there with that beam. We do lose point, but if we can play this smartly, I think we can get it back. We're looking at the floor.
Who's their focus fire on? They're trying to get
Yeah, we just need to look at this ball right now. I don't know if Soj is the best play, but Ball is holding this point from being capped. We need to force him out right now. They are just getting this tick. He's still holding it down. I need to see more looks on it. But the brick can die if Buckle can find a pick on him. Oh, the rally, get out. Nice job getting out. Again, we're seeing these long fights happen. UTA is still not in command of this point. We are seeing the tick go up. But Spare is in a terrible spot right now. Does find death from Vendetta.
Dude, that ball perk is kind of... Every time he pops shield, he gets shield. He gets a bubble.
I have to say, I did not like the way UTA played this. We never looked at ball there, and I know, you know, normally you don't want to be looking at the ball. But when he's holding the point from being capped for 82%, it's not something I like to see, as well as Buckle dying. Not great.
There was a flip. That is something. That is a silver lining to this.
Yep.
Oblivion
Jupiter is very aggressive here. It's almost too aggressive. Ball being alone. We can't be playing that aggressive when we don't have our Vendetta there, and that is sadly going to be point lost, most likely for UTA. But it's not terrible.
Yeah, they just need to build some ults, get the 4th point, and then like try to not dump everything for the 5th.
Snow does fall. Looks like somebody's saying Spare needs to lock in chat. You know, some of those deaths, maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. We'll see. I have to say, I did really like, even though it did come at the cost of the point, I really liked his aggressive orbital there. If one of them was a little bit faster, we would have managed to hold that point. But still, I think it was very aggressive. It's aggressive plays that I like to see like that.
Yeah, they almost flipped it.
Yep, I would have rather us not use it, or I don't know what I'm saying. I would have rather us use it. Big grab coming in from Jupiter. Can we get the picks for it? We can't. Big ult coming in from the enemy Vendetta.
And the Juno, yeah. Unfortunately, the moment he grabbed the enemy's Vendetta, like used her ult as like kind of a deterrent for everyone, and they all backed off.
But you know, while it was a good grab, it was 1 ult for 2. Can't be too mad at the trade. Sadly though, that does mean that GVSU is getting an initial cap here. Bossing an aggressive angle. Not so sure about that bubble. Would have liked to see that a little bit later onto a true aggression onto the enemy team. We do see a bola here. Like we were saying earlier, Pipat's bolas have been pretty nasty.
Oh, he got dragged.
But he did get dragged. And we saw the Vendetta ult come out. Does not find a pick. We do find 1 pick onto the enemy Vendetta, but at the cost of 3 UTA team members. This is going to be a kite out and approaching the last fight of the match for UTA possibly right here.
Yeah, we have 3 ults, so the bola hopefully will be a guaranteed pick.
Yep, with only a Brig ult on the enemy team, I would like to see a good aggression here with this ult advantage.
Whoa, we're just rapid.
Hopefully we don't need to use all 3. I really like this. Let's go get a Pip-Pat POV, please.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh, thank God we did.
Yeah, good thing we did. We see the Juno ult and the rally come out. 2 great picks. Or actually, 1 great pick from UTA onto the enemy team. Are we going to be able to recover this? Looks like Buckles does not exactly know where he's looking. Somebody is still holding this point down.
Yeah, they're taking a
Ball is still contesting. Again, we need to look at him. Pip-Pat sadly does die to the Soji. That can be so nasty sometimes. Let's get this ball out. I'd like to see aggressive play here with the bubble. Slam find on the Soj. Nice. Can we find it on the Vendetta? Vendetta's low. I think Bubble is going to die here. Good bubble. Can he strategically get out? No, he cannot. I do have to say, I like the pick on the Soj though, but with the earlier death from Pip-Pat, this could be looking a little rough for UTA. Good kite out from Jupiter here. I'd like to see some stabilization here, especially with the fact that he's down both bubbles. I do like the side flank. If he can manage to find the Juno kill, which he can, the Vendetta should be able to die here. Big slam from the enemy ball, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Yeah, this is looking like cleanup for UTA.
Yep. I'd love to see if we can manage to find this ball pick, but like you said, that ball perk is so nasty. Especially, you know, when UTA does have a decent amount of CC with the Brig, with the Vendetta.
He shields up. Oh.
We are coming up on a grab here. Grab could win us the point, and honestly, with nothing else needed, possibly, we could see an early grab. I know we're at 98 to it. Let's see, we have grab. Let's get a Jupiter POV here.
Get this Brig.
Grab it right now. Huge grab. Yes! Let's find the Juno.
In the pulse!
Ew! Great job! From Pit-Pat into the grab. Huge grab from Jupiter. Let's just make sure that we do not give up this point. Oh, Jupiter is 1 health on point. Pit-Pat blinks into mines. This is looking iffy here. Sadly, we have to see a buckle all come out. You know, wish we could have held that, but I'm not too mad that it happened.
Oh my god, that wombo combo.
Wombo combo indeed. You know, we see now going into the last point of Servasa. Brig has a rally on both teams. Coming up on a Juno ult, I'd love to see an aggressive Juno ult here. If we could send maybe one person back to point and kind of take an aggressive angle here, I'd love to see. I'd love to see a great Juno ult here.
Yeah, it looks like it. Everyone's about to be postured up this set. Oh, this ball's in her.
Yep. Jupiter not going to get forced out here. Luckily, does kite out. Still holding both support ults. Point is about to open. I'd love right now. Seems like a great time to open with Juno ult, and we do. Great timing here. They are going to be able to kite out of it, but it doesn't exactly matter if we can force out the ball on point and get the point cap. Both the ball and the Vendetta are behind, but if we can just aggressively push into these three. Please do not get booped off. Juno should be able to die here. Let's please be aggressive here.
No.
Jupiter finds a great pick onto the Brig.
Dang, I just got off.
Great bubble from Jupiter onto Buckle's Vendetta.
I would try to stagger Juno, not gonna lie.
I would love to see that. It looks like not going to be a possibility. He was going to jump down anyway.
New wave. New spawn wave.
You know what? You're right. Good job.
Good job. Hold on. Ooh.
Monster break.
We're not sponsored.
Monster for a monster. We're seeing Brig ult still. I'm very happy that we managed to see Snow save the rally here. Very aggressive.
Ooh.
Sadly did not get the... Oh, actually, that was not Boku. That was the enemy Vendetta dying, trying to int onto Spare there. Great kill from Spare. Sadly, we do find... They do find a pick of their own onto Pit-Pat. We are even aggressive pick. Nice! Let's go, Buckle. Great bubble kill.
And we have Slam.
And we can find a great pick on the enemy Soj with the combination of Jupiter. I think this could be map 2. Rallies out from both teams, it looks like. Or no, just from UTA. That is going to be...
Brig clutch?
Map 2 for UTA. Great job. Love to see it. I'm loving this Vendetta Zarya combo. And I'm calling it now. GVSU's banning one of them.
Oh, look at this play.
Play the game. Who's it going to be? It's got to be Pit-Pat.
Oh.
What? Not a 3K post bomb? Wow, let's see.
What's this?
Let's see. Oh.
No.
Oh, the grab happened a little late. I didn't realize that as much.
What is this?
Yeah, it was a decent play. I would have liked to see Pit-Pat's bubble.
Yeah, unbiased opinion.
Unbiased opinion. UTA should get every play of the game.
True, we got the Kings Row one.
Yeah, we did. Now again, I must leave. So, Derek, take it away.
Well, it's time for a little recap time. Hold on, I'm changing the scoreboard real quick before quick recap time. So again, we won the map. We're going to the decider, which is going to have to be Escort. Now, I don't remember the map pool off the top of my head. We're about to choose the opponents are about to choose a map anyway, so I don't have to do this. But oh, watch me. Look in the Discord really quick. So the Escort maps. The possible ones are Dorado, Shambali Monastery, and Route 66. I will say, 2 of those 3 are ball maps. But oh well, you know, with it, Servasa, they forced ball. It didn't work out for them. And why is that? Let's go ahead and discuss. So, something to note. Trace over there was glazing it really hard. We saw a bunch of Vendetta, Zarya, Wombo combos. Every time Vendetta went in, Buckle went in as Vendetta, he gets bubbled, and boom, he kills someone. Or if not, he does enough damage to force out a bunch of abilities and leaves, and that's enough to kill someone afterwards on the other side of the map. And not to mention, the Brig Juno, they were really helping each other out, staying alive for a long time, and helped everyone get up to speed and protected with all the burst from the armor packs, and the speed rings from the Juno, and also a bunch of map in the hero stuff right now. So we are going to Shambali Monastery, which is kind of the only one which is not technically a ball map. Many teams opt to play a more brawly style, but we'll see. I think it's still gonna be ball. They're still gonna be play ball. that's what's been working until now, as we found the counter with this Vendetta Freya kind of Zarya combination. I'll say Pipat's, his bola's been looking really good as well. He's hitting all the far shots, all the close shots, making sure whoever is hit by that bola dies like 100% of the time. And like, especially with you can swing around the bola. It does drag everyone together, so there is an option as well to like use either grab to pull them even further together, or the Vendetta ult to slay him out with the bola, but it doesn't matter. In the last round, we did see Pipette swap over to a Tracer instead. Wombo comboing with Joseph with a grab, and you see like there's those options. There's those options that UTA has. They can either like they can send in the buckle with the bubble, or they can have Pipette flank as Tracer with a bubble perchance. And those. Both of their ults, both those DPS ults, can combine. They synergize really well with Zarya's ult if they do choose to follow up. But there's also the aspect of the grab being used with Juno's missiles instead, or Briggs literally just slapping around, or a rally, stun everyone in there to stop their ults, stuff like that. There's a bunch of options with the grab of Zarya. And as for the hero bans, the opponents, GVSU, has banned Freya, which Pip did open up with in the last two maps, or the last map at the very least. I think he also pulled it out once earlier before that as well. And to counter that, we have banned Ramatra, which is GVSU's last tank, their third map tank. When they choose Ramatra for a more brawly style. And again, like I said, this is a brawly map. And they're banning Ramatra for them. What are we going to see? Probably Ball. Now, their R's have been sent. Trace is back. Hello.
I realized something.
What is that?
They can't ban Zarya because they did it map 1.
Oh! I forgot that. I didn't see the bans in the first one, so.
Oh yeah, so the enemy team having lost, they get first ban. They banned Freya. Not a fan of Johnny's Freya. I have to say,
who's Ben?
Who is Ben? Ben Freya? I don't think that's Freya's first name. You know, it's pretty usual, I will say, in UTA matches for a Freya ban to happen at some point, because as you can see, his Freya is kind of nasty. And we decided, obviously, we couldn't ban Ball, we couldn't ban another DPS. They were running last map. They were running the Juno Brig like we were, so we weren't going to ban either of those. I believe we've already banned Kiri map 1. We already banned Lucio. So really, the only ban we can do is a tank. And we decided that we ban the Ram. That was clearly his backup plan if Ball isn't working or couldn't be played.
Some really uncomfortable stuff.
I doubt we'll see them swap off the ball. Can we leave spawn? It's a challenge. It's a challenge.
How about opening on Cass?
Oh, it looks like somebody in chat wants a Buckle post-game interview. I think
I was already planning that.
It might have to be a Buckle, but also I'm kind of tempted to call on Jupiter. You know, as a very interesting having a player that was a support for 2 seasons coming in on tank. Very interesting. Buckle sadly does die, but not without finding the trade onto the enemy Vendetta. Spare is found by a rogue Kiri headshot. You know, this will be slightly difficult, but Pipat finds a great pick on the Lucio. I have to say, the enemy team with the Sojourn does have a slightly better poke than UTA does.
Yeah, but we'll see if that even matters. If they can like force close fights.
UTA needs to be playing very fast here. If UTA plays slow, that Soj is just gonna tick away at UTA's help, and we don't want that. Another great pick from Vendetta. Luckily, the enemy Vendetta sometimes seems to be the weakest link of GVSU, and UTA is doing a great job of punishing. Big Slug, great job finding 2 bigs from Buckle. Sadly, Payback does fall from the enemy Soj, but it doesn't matter when Buckle is hitting these great kills with the combination of the bubbles and these sword throws. Vendetta, I have to say, I think next week is the new season. She's gonna get nerfed, and I hope so. I am a avid Vendetta banner in my comp games.
Based.
It is very based.
Chat, do you agree? Based?
I think based. Can I get a based and Pog, please?
In 3 minutes.
Buckle again with the Vendetta div. Finds the Lucio. And we find the ball pick.
And look, he spins this aggression.
Oh my god, can he get the 4K? Buckle is going insane on this Vendetta. Love to see it. You know,
whoa! Farah.
We have a hit scan. We have a great hit scan player. I'm not too afraid of it. And honestly, it's probably for them. It's good that they swapped out because that Vendetta was dying a lot. Now, hear me out. How are we feeling about a dual post-game interview?
Oh.
Because I would love to see, you know, some thoughts behind the...
oh, the body blocking!
The fantastic body blocking! Can he find the pick on the Lucio? Oh! Sadly, the Soj managed to push in, save his Lucio, but it doesn't matter because Jupiter was there to find the pick. Oh! Ball dies, and the Farah dies. We get back on payload. Great fight when Buckle falling didn't really matter in the end. Now UT is coming up with 5 ults, and now I really hope that we see Jupiter take a play out of his old pal Trace's book and grab the enemy Kitsune. That's something that I love doing. It's a great way. You don't even need to get kills off it. It's just a great way to stop one of the best ults in the game, honestly.
You stop the rush part. Oh,
exactly.
Well,
here it is. And if we can see the... Oh! Comes in, gets 3! I love you, Joseph! And a fantastic pick with the Vendetta ult onto the Kiriko, into the grab. Oh my god, Buckle with the 4K. The love of my life. Buckle has my heart. So does Joseph.
And look, dude, he's still in there.
And let's see that, you know, we did pop one more ult than the enemy team did, but again, for the point cap, does it really matter?
I don't think it does.
I don't think it does. Buckle's going to be able to charge that ult fast. The GVSU doesn't really have great ults coming online anyway. You could argue that Soj ult and Beat are probably 2 of the best ults in the game. But I think with the comp we're playing, we have a pretty good way of cutting out of this. Oh! Another great pick.
And he has Beat!
And he has Beat. Wow. What a great pick from Buckle. Again, they are doing such a great job of getting these bubbles off. Pip-Pat finds a great pick on the Soj and the Farah. A little aggressive bubble with not needed, but can we find a pick on the ball? With thanks to the stun, we could not. But that is causing a big backup from the enemy team. If UTA plays these cards correctly, I'd love to see a Juno ult come out pretty early in this fight. Very aggressive beat. If we could just see a good kite out here. Great Juno ult. I love this right as the ball's coming in. Sadly, it does look like the enemy team's playing just far enough, but it doesn't matter. Pip-Pat is using the great heals from the beam to walk with High Noon, finding 2 kills with the Noon, finding 2 more kills UTA finds. Just the ball on point. I think that's going to be point capped with 3.5 minutes from UTA. I have to say, from a pretty iffy first 2 games, it seems like UTA is finding their groove in a fantastic way. Are we going to become a Zarya Vendetta team until it gets nerfed in a week? I think we may.
It's okay, you know, we'll hide the VOD. Other teams can't study it.
They won't know. I have to say, you know, Jupiter, he hasn't been playing much Zarya in his practice sessions on tank. We've been seeing a lot of Winston, a lot of Orisa, but I have to say his Zarya he's coming so naturally to him right now, especially with, like we were talking about earlier, the synergy between him and Buckle, that playing together for 2 years, they just seem like they're on the same wavelength. Every time Buckle's going in, he's getting not 1, not 2, sometimes even 3 bubbles, and he's not dying. It's insane. Seeing the Alari come out possibly to the team.
Okay, I was serious. They're an attack right now. Surely they swap, right?
Honestly, Alari has been seeing a lot of playtime in comp, and I believe in some high-level scrims. With the recent buff to Alari, she can actually 2-tap 250 HP targets, making her a very deadly adversary, especially on a nasty off angle. But will it be enough to counteract this? Honestly, like, if we can get a good bubble onto an Alari, I don't know how much a pylon and a boop away is going to help you, especially if the bubble is timed correctly. Alari's boop's not going to boop anybody away.
Oh, they are actually sticking it.
That's fine. We don't, like, again, what we said earlier, the enemy team does have better poke, but as long as UTA keeps up this tempo, playing fast, it's not going to matter if they don't have time in the poke phase. Jupiter's going to jump off high. Enemy balls has to back out. Tracer's alone in the back line. Very aggressive play here from Jupiter, but I kind of like it. Keeping them at bay in this corner. I'd like to see going back. Let's get a Buckle POV going. I've been loving his playstyle here.
Yeah, he's just kind of contesting at the moment, kind of meeting the enemies.
He's doing a great job of flipping back and forth from left to right, keeping them at bay. The Soj is sneaking up. Will he possibly find a pick onto one of the UTA supports? But it won't matter, possibly, because we're finding 2 picks on GVSU. We might be able to find a 3rd pick. Might be able to find a 4th pick if we can get a kill on this ball. Oh, 4th pick on the pylon. Don't worry. Pylon down, next fight's free. What are they going to do?
Swap to Vendetta, I guess.
I guess. And as we saw earlier in many of the other matches, I don't think... Ooh, not even James Bond.
Wait,
this is a sequel character. I've never heard of 008.
Wait, Jupiter and Snow are deathless.
Deathless. That is great call out. Insane to see. Ball going pretty aggressively onto the support line of UTA. Sadly, that does mean Buck will be without heals. But they're doing a great job of living from this ball and managing to find the kill. It doesn't even matter that Buckle dies. Great job of self-sustaining each other. Sadly, Snow does find the pick. Again, those Alari headshots, they can be deadly. Spare does die. Pit-Pat dies. But holding that first corner for nearly 2 minutes is such a great hold from UTA.
But I will say, there's a sun and a window coming up. What do you think UTA can do against those?
I have to say, sun's not really a huge issue. If UTA is ult tracking correctly, we'll be saving Suzu, we'll be saving Bubbles, and with the well-playing split that we're seeing here, it's going to be hard for them to get more than 1 or 2 targets with an Alari ult. So I don't think it's too much of an issue. Here comes the Alari ult. It only gets 1 person, and Bubbles manages to just leave. With the Ray coming in and the grab and the Kitsune, this seems like an ult dump. Jupiter does die, but it doesn't matter because his grab manages to find 2 kills. You know, in a scrim, we like to say that Buckle and Jupiter like to play with grab like they're Reinhardt, aka they jump into the grab. They don't have a hammer to swing. They could shoot it from a distance. They don't need to. They want to be in the action. I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah, no, hold on. I went to look. Oh, Joseph died.
Yep, Joseph did die, and sadly, so did Snow. So nobody's deathless, but also 1 death's nothing to scoff at. Coming in on the last minute of this, force the field. Next fight's free. We have a great. Let's see, we have Buckles ult and Pit-Pat's ult coming up, both TPS ults, but 3, 4 ults coming up for GVSU. We did see the mines come out. Finds the pick on Buckle. I'd like to see maybe an aggressive bubble turn with High Noon here. Pit-Pat is playing pretty far back, trying to keep this ball at bay. Doing a great job at it, honestly. Buckle is the ball is very low. Finds a great pick onto the Vendetta. I would like to see a little bit of backup there from Jupiter while they were... Great pick from Buckle onto the Sojourn. This is a pretty even fight right now. It might be a 3v3. Jumps past the window. Window is useless if he's just aggressing onto the Baptiste. Aggressing onto the Vendetta. Finds both supports. Buckle is my GOAT. This could be the end of the match for UTA. Ball is going to be able to find the touch. Vendetta all coming in. But with this angle, it's not going to see anybody. I'd like to see just a big aggression onto this ball right now.
And the High Noon should be getting used to...
Let's see an aggressive... Oh, the ball is low. What are they going to be able to do with this High Noon? The Vendetta dies. The Soj dies. That is going to be...
Alari clutch? Oh.
Victory for UTA! Let's go. Love to see it. What a great reverse sweep from UTA. What a great lock-in. You love to see it. Wow. And it might have to be Buckle in the post-game interview. As much as I want to give it to Jupiter for swapping roles, coming in on this brand new character.
Didn't you suggest doing both?
Both might not be a bad idea. Look at that. 2 kills. 3 kills.
Smooth.
He got that Kiriko. Maybe.
He did.
Technically nobody, Snow did. But it's fine.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Derek, I'll let you say some final remarks while we go get the
winners.
The winners. The post-game interview is coming soon.
A reverse sweep. They kind of started with an almost reverse sweep. The 3rd map, if you recall, the Flashpoint map. It was like, lost the first one. Won the second one. Lost the second one. Your back's against the wall. It's 1-2. 1-2 on Flashpoint. Then you get the next 2, and then you build up. You win Runasabi, and then you win Shambali. You dominate Shambali at that. Like, what's it? 3 minutes left in the time bank or so at the end of our attack, and then they dominate. They found the counter to the ball. It took them 2 maps, and a few role swaps, but they found the counter. The Vendetta, we keep glazing it. The Vendetta Zarya, impossible for that ball team to even try to dive anyone. Oh man, the ball's coming in, he slams someone, you bubble them. He's slamming another person, you dash away. There's a bunch of options, so much moving, and they're moving together as a unit. And when they're not fully a unit, they split up into important cores that will work together. Now, did we get a winner?
We have.
This is not Buckle.
He doesn't have his jersey on.
Not in Jersey.
Oh man, neither
But this is the true star of the show. Coming in from a role swap, a support player
role
for
swap.
2 years.
Was it 2 roll swaps in this game? Well, wrong.
He technically did
There
play support
was
for the first
before.
game. Thank God he got off support. I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
Coming in off the support. I know I'm not on camera. It's fine.
Okay, then. Sure, I'll scoot over.
Thank you. Jupiter,
Yeah.
what is your thoughts coming in on a new role in this new season? What was going through your mind?
I'm here on tank. Been doing a lot of grinding on the tank, a lot of comp, been feeding my heart out, and I think we had very little practice coming into this. We actually hadn't even practiced. I think we practiced 2 maps of Zar Vendetta.
And that was with me.
Yeah. But nothing else seemed to be working. We were trying the characters that I've been playing more with the Monkey and the Orisa, but I think the team just wasn't clicking there, and then we swapped to the Zar Vendetta, and me and Buckle just got on the same page.
What I say? Now, how much would you attribute the length of time that you and Bucko have been playing together? It's been over 2 years at this point, close to 3. How well would you say that history helped with this Zarya Vendetta comp?
I think it helped a lot. I'm not going to lie. Shout out my backline, because I wasn't listening to them at all.
He is taking after his goat.
Dude, I didn't hear a word they said. But they did a great job. Sorry, shout out them. But me and Buckle just calming back and forth the whole time on the same targets, walking forward, being aggressive. Worked out. I got to give it to him too. He was doing amazing work on the Vendetta.
I have to agree with you with the supports. While you and Buckle were in there dominating their front line, the support line were just able to live through these ball and Vendetta fights. Sometimes maybe somebody died in the process, but it wouldn't matter because y'all managed to find the picks, and they sustained so long that one trade wasn't worth it because 3 of them were dead.
Yeah, at some point we were just holding forward to Shambali, and I was like, I am just waiting for them to come back from spawn so I can just hold them here.
Oh, such a great job.
Yeah, shout out my backline. Shout out, hey, Johnny too. That crazy pulse on Cervasa maybe saved that point for us.
Yes.
Saved the match.
Yeah, definitely.
Saved the match.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, if there was
Johnny popped the
I'd say,
off too.
Couldn't have done that without your fantastic grab.
Find.
He said buck, guys. He said buck.
Yeah, he did. Couldn't have done it without your huge grab. I have to say, the grabs, massive. Great job.
Thank you.
Did have to comment. I didn't see your POV, but I have to say on I think the last grab of Shambali, did you think you were a Reinhardt for a second? What happened? I saw a grab go out and then you die shortly after.
Yeah, so I'm used to goats meta. Ryan pins in to stop the
swing
demon
on it.
ball,
Yeah,
swing
of course.
But
Did you think that Ryan took over you for a second? What happened there?
the Ryan technology did in fact take over for a moment.
But did it matter in the end?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Because that grab found 2 kills.
Got the reverse sweep. I'm full of adrenaline right now.
Oh, of course. Any other comments you want to say about the role swap or any shout outs to your team again?
Or even
Last comments?
behind the scenes, even a captain swap as well. How have you changed your own kind of calm style? Because you're usually the leader, you're backline support usually, and take over the comms. Are you still like that, or did you change?
Yeah, Buckle's been taking over a lot more of the captain duties. I gotta shout him out as well there. And when it comes to comms and leadership, it's a different role here. I'm doing a bit of ult tracking still, but I'm kind of leaving the ult plans to some other people. But definitely a lot more aggressive with my forward comms, my positioning comms, having to talk a lot more. You hear my voice starting to give a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But
that's how you know it's a match well played.
yeah, but I think overall I'm just gonna shout out the whole team. Incredible mental resilience to have a comeback like that down 0-2.
It's not easy to be down 0-2 and keep that fight going.
Yeah, especially Cervasa got real close at times.
1-2 on first Cervasa.
Yeah,
Wow.
we even had to come back from that. I gotta really shout them out and shout out my girlfriend, Tara. Thank you.
Woo! We love her.
Right.
Hold on, a little side thing. So Abraham wanted Buckle, but you're here. Do you have anything to say to him?
Yeah, you're wash as hell. Nah, shout out Abraham, my goat. Love you.
Yep. Thanks for being in chat to support us.
Here, we'll see if we can bring Buckle out. We'll talk to the admin, see if we can get it.
Yeah.
No, is it cool if Buckle goes on without his jersey? Oh, hold on. Okay, hear that. I see the mic moving. Like, look.
There's too much in general. There's too much adrenaline.
Oh,
Hello.
We have another post-game interview for you
I didn't
folks.
get my jacket.
All right, Abraham, if you're still here.
Hey, Abraham.
There he is. Now, Buckle, I want to ask. Let me get in here. So, you know, it was an interesting first map. You were on tank, but once you swapped to your main role, once you swapped to your main role, I want to ask, what were your thought processes during those first two losses, going in, you know, down 0-2? Every new map was match point. What's your thought process there?
Click better.
Click better.
Click faster.
Mm-hmm.
Speak louder. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's fair. And you know, as I think most people watching this know, Vendetta, brand new character. I think not even been released for 2 months. What's been your regiment? How have you been practicing her? Have you been getting good? Because I mean, I have to say you were doing fantastic.
Not at all. My first time playing the character. She's banned in every rank match.
She is banning it every time I
single
want to
rank
practice
match.
her.
I can't
She's
play
gone.
her.
Yep.
It's my first time. And it went well. Easy character.
Yeah, because Joseph says Zarya.
I mean, yeah, I was getting
You were
support
getting
from my Zarya.
You were getting
And then
like
some.
2 or 3 bubbles every fight, but it's worth when you find 3 kills almost every fight.
You just
Amazing.
one, you win.
You do. Wow, fantastic job. Do you have any other comments about any of your playstyle? What was going through your mind with you know, your Vendetta wasn't working exactly well at first.
Once we realized that we just need to go in first and get in between them, perfect.
Exactly. Especially like, you know, we commented on Shambali. They were playing a lot more poke than y'all were. They had especially at the end, they had the Alaria, the Baptiste, the Sojourn. You're right. It's so important for you to go aggress first. If you sit around for just a second too long, you're going to get poked out, especially with that Alaria buff. So great call finding that. Anybody you want to shout out?
No.
Any more questions?
What are your thoughts on like when the whole trial process for the 3 pickups that we saw get playtime today? Like,
Yeah.
Could tell a bit about how they like inside the server.
I think they have a lot of potential, all of them. They're all very great players, very similar players. Same hero pool. But they have a lot of potential. I'm glad to have them.
And they were doing great today.
Dude, their backline.
Unkillable backline for a lot of it.
Truly.
Great job.
Okay.
Okay, well, we want to thank you for taking this time to interview. I have to say, great job.
Thank you.
Great plays on Vendetta. I can't wait till she gets nerfed.
True! Or killed.
Next week we'll see.
Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for UTA Overwatch. Shout out to Grand Valley. Great opponents. Such a fun game. We wish you all the best in future games.
Bring out Spare.
Can we do? I don't know if we can do 5 interviews. Bring Spare out.
Maybe next week, you know?
Maybe next week.
Yeah, can't get things too saturated.
Normally it's only 1. We had to already appease.
We get to, yeah, because of Buckle. Oh, the 3
Get
minutes
the
passed.
Spare in this place. All right, the chat wants Spare.
Hold on,
You're having multiple requests for Spare. Yes.
Can we one Spare, please?
This is normally a 1 interview thing, but we're going for number 3.
Okay. One Spare, please.
I'm scared.
That's me. Now you're fine.
You have fans.
Wait, Trace, you sit in this chair. Okay. Yeah, you're on the not right. No, you're there.
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah, look at
Yes,
the chat.
you are.
bro.
Oh
He
boy.
likes you.
Oh, we're.
It's not that mic, so you don't have to worry.
I have a feeling my parents are watching this. Like,
Yep,
Okay.
the chat wants Spare. Anu says buckles stink. Yep, bring out Spare. Well,
I'm here. Yeah.
here he is. So this is your first match for UTA. What was before even playing? What was going through your mind?
Don't explode. That was the first
fair.
thing I was thinking of because I don't
Yeah.
want to just
That's
throw
fair.
a match, you know.
The nerves, they can definitely get to you, especially your first match. I remember my first match. It's daunting.
Oh yeah,
Very.
I was shaking my first match, so I was like,
Oh yeah,
That's fine.
100%.
but yeah, this was really good.
Yeah. So obviously you played them going in down 2-0. What was going through your mind there?
Oh, was it 2-0?
It was 2-0. It was
Ooh.
it was
That's
2-0.
worse than I thought. I don't know. I was thinking like, what if we got a comeback? What if we come back from this? And we did. So I was just really hoping we could get it.
Yeah. And I have to say the Juno was, sometimes it can be kind of hard to play into a more divey comp, but you were doing a great job at surviving. What was the plan there? How was the communication between you and your other support there?
I just sat on top of them and hoped and prayed, honestly, because they
it
just
worked.
weren't on me. The
Yeah.
ball would get close to me, but then it was nowhere to be seen, especially on Chimbali. So what can ball do? I'm getting pocketed.
Exactly.
I wasn't worried.
And were you also playing the Juno on Runasapi?
I did, yeah. I played Juno, yeah.
Yep. So what was going through your mind there? Because you didn't start the Juno. So what was the mind in the swap?
I think I was on break for if they were on Monkey,
Mm-hmm.
but they were on Ram. So after that first fight, I swapped to the Juno to give speeds to
Yeah.
my Vendetta.
And
that worked.
And it worked so well. Y'all were very snappy with it. It was working so well. And they just, for 3 maps in a row, they just didn't know what to do about it.
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
That was awesome.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, it's like, as Trace kind of opened things up, this is your first match of UTA, and also the first match of representing a school even.
Yeah,
How does,
anything ever.
how does that feel? Is it kind of unique? Would you recommend it? It's been one match.
It's fun. It's so fun. I'm
It
not
is.
gonna lie. It's fun improving, watching my own gameplay, trying to be better, keep up with these guys who know what they're doing. I enjoy it. It's awesome. I want to keep doing it.
Yep. Well, we're super excited to watch you on the team, watch you grow as a player, watch the team grow. I mean, this team has really only been scrimming together with these new people for 2 weeks, and clearly we are able to adapt very fast. So if we can adapt at this speed in one match, who knows what a whole semester could hold? Obviously, there's going to be even more challenging games ahead, but I know that UTA can spare us.
Wait, do you notice people?
I love the spare fans in chat.
Yeah.
We love the spare fans.
I know Dozy. I don't recognize. That's my dad. My dad's watching that. Yeah. So I do know a few of them. Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Spare.
Mr. and Mrs. I think he's trying to teach my mom Overwatch right now.
Nice.
So we'll
Did
see
your dad
if she
teach
picks
you
up. He got me into the game years and years.
Wow,
and years ago.
really?
He still plays too.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is he better than you?
Yeah. He'd like.
Yeah,
to
can we
say so.
actually
He'd
get
like to
Mr.
say
Spare
so.
on the team
Yeah.
instead? I think
Just drive down here.
I think I might prefer that.
Yeah. He taught me, so he got me better, right? Yeah.
Hey, he's got to be.
For sure.
Well, thank you so much for taking this time to interview.
Yes, sir.
It's been great. Super excited to again see how you grow, and who knows, you pop off again. Maybe another post-game interview is in your future.
I think so.
I think so.
Love to
If
see
you
it.
can keep on going with those Juno alts and those playmaking, I think we're definitely going to see a lot more interviews in the
Appreciate
future.
it.
Thank you for coming.
Have a good one, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And I'm looking for more permanents. Alright. Let's wrap things
I am.
Let's wrap things up.
3 is a lot. So we are going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching, friends and family of the school. Thank you. Again, shout out GVSU. Shout out my co-anchor, Derek.
Shout out Trace.
Thank you. I am lightheaded. So much speaking. I spoke so much.
I have to struggle with a 60% keyboard, you know?
Oh, the keyboard is...
Horrible.
Who needs to...
Whose is this, man?
Why do we not have function keys? It is pretty though, I have to say.
It does look nice. It also feels nice.
Well, again, thank you guys so much. Sorry we couldn't be too attentive to the chat. The 3-minute delay does make it hard, but thank you guys so much for coming out. I believe next week is a bye week, but we will have one of these every single Monday around 6 if we can. So yeah, again, thank you guys for coming out.
Oh, yeah. And real quick, hopefully next time, won't be as scuff. We get better keyboard. We fix the mics. Yeah, maybe sound.
Not a webcam mic. All right, thank you guys.
Maps out.